Did you know that in the US, workers can soon put Bitcoin inside their retirement accounts? I know that it sounds unreal, but as of August 22nd, 2025, that is exactly what is happening. There's a new executive order in the US that has opened the door for crypto to join the 401k retirement system, the same system where millions of Americans save for old age. Now, I know you may be thinking that's great for them, but what does that have to do with me here in Africa? You see, it proves something interesting. If the world's most conservative financial system is now warming up to Bitcoin, things are about to change in the financial and investment sector for good. Cryptocurrency is being recognized as a real financial tool for the future. Here is the best part. You do not have to wait for politicians or administrators in Africa to wake up, because on Binance you can already start building your own savings, your own future today. Let's unpack what is happening across the seas. Americans have a retirement system called the 401k. Think of it like a savings plan where workers automatically invest a piece of their salary every month. In Kenya, it's like NSSF. That money is usually locked into things like bonds, mutual funds, or stocks. Altogether, the US retirement accounts hold a mind-blowing $16.8 trillion. That's more than the GDP of the entire African continent. Now, here is where it gets interesting. If just 1% of that money is allocated into Bitcoin, it means $168 billion flowing into crypto. That alone could lift the market cap of Bitcoin by nearly 7%. In other words, one small decision in America could send ripples through global markets. Now, we've seen this before with exchange traded funds, ETFs. First, Wall Street doubted. Then, ETFs got launched. Now, they are one of the biggest ways for institutions to get an exposure to Bitcoin on their balance sheets. Retirement plans will be the same. And this time, it is ordinary workers participating. This is one of the clearest signs that crypto is entering the financial mainstream. As Africans, we are aware that most African workers do not even have the luxury of retirement systems like America's. Many countries do not even offer a 401k style account. Where they actually exist, the choices are controlled by administrators or government bureaucrats, and the returns are often eaten away by inflation. The sad reality is that relying on a pension system in Africa is risky. Some workers never see the benefits. Others watch their savings lose value because local currencies depreciate year after year. This is why Bitcoin hits differently here. For Africans, it's not just about long-term growth. It's about protection, it's about flexibility, and most importantly, independence. So while Americans wait for administrators to unlock Bitcoin in retirement plans, we do not have to wait. We already have the tools. And this is where Binance comes in. With Binance, Africans can build their own version of a retirement plan, one that works immediately without needing a government committee or a HR department to approve it. Here is how this works. You can be able to set up recurring buys using Binance Convert. Just like the way Americans invest a little from every paycheck into a 401k, you can use Binance Convert to automatically buy crypto at regular intervals. This strategy is called dollar cost averaging. I have a tutorial about it that is going to show up here. The market may rise or fall, but over time, your cost evens out and you keep building your stack of crypto. Except here is the difference. You can pause it, you can change it, you can withdraw at any time. It is your money and it is on your own terms. Secondly, you can use Binance Earn. In Africa, many savings accounts pay tiny interest rates, sometimes even less than inflation. In fact, most times. With Binance Earn, your crypto can actually work for you while you hold it. Whether it is flexible savings or locked products, you get a yield that outpaces what most banks can offer. A tutorial right up here. And the third is Binance Pay. And unlike America's 401k, which locks money away until retirement, Binance lets you use your assets today. If you're using Binance Pay, you can actually spend, send, and transfer crypto instantly from wherever you are in the world. That means your long-term savings can also double as an everyday payment tool. Think about that. In America, retirement accounts are untouchable until you're 59 years old. Here in Kenya, it's 50 years old. That's when you'll get access to NSSF. Here in Africa, with Binance, you can actually grow your wealth and still stay liquid at the same time. And the US decision is a signal to the rest of the world. Retirement systems in Europe, Asia, and eventually in Africa will start looking at Bitcoin as well. But let's be honest, policies take a long time. In many African countries, it could take even over a decade before a pension fund seriously even considers Bitcoin. Here is the good news. We do not have to wait. With Binance, Africans can be fast movers. While the world debates regulations, you can already save like a retirement account with recurring buys. You can also grow your holdings with Binance Earn, and you can also spend freely with Binance Pay. While the rest of the world is catching up, what we in Africa already know that Bitcoin is financial freedom. So what does this mean for you? Whether you're in Lagos, Nairobi, Johannesburg, or Accra, it means you can look at the US and see the future coming. If America's most traditional saving system is adopting Bitcoin, it's only a matter of time before the rest of the world follows. But you do not need to wait for government pension funds. You don't need to wait for slow-moving banks. Once you sign up on Binance with the first link in the description, you can be able to start building your own retirement savings plan. You can protect your wealth from inflation and currency devaluation. You can be able to stay flexible, investing, earning, and spending all from the same platform. Because this is not just about copying what America is doing, it's about using their example as proof that Bitcoin has arrived, and then going one step further by acting today. Across the ocean, the US is finally letting Bitcoin into the retirement investing club. It's a huge milestone. But here in Africa, you and I, we don't need to wait for permission, because Binance already gives us the power to save, earn, and spend with crypto today. The question is, will you watch adoption from the sidelines, or will you start building your future now? Share this with someone who still thinks crypto is a gamble. And in the next video, I'll show you how to be able to put your hard-earned crypto to start earning an APR for you using Binance Earn. See you in the next one.